Welcome back all. Today I'll start talking about debugging. So in this particular tutorial we will cover different methods you can use in order to debug your scripts. Often when there is a bug in the script you get an error message that doesn't really help you in understanding where exactly the problem lies. So take a look at this example. Just something simple for n in 1, 2, 3, 4. Do echo n, and I shall type in exit 0. Now I've deliberately omitted the done at the end, but if I run the script, you see it tells me that there's some sort of problem on line 8, right? So I know that there's a problem, but I can guarantee you it's not on line 8, which is pretty much after the end. The error message points to the line where exit 0 is, which is really not correct. If you type in echo $? It's going to give you the exit status of the script, and the exit status is 2. This is a reserved exit code and means that a keyword or certain command is missing, which is basically true because in our example we're obviously missing the done keyword at the end of the for loop. So that is what I mean. That is just a fraction of what I plan to cover in regard to debugging. So you need to be able to figure out where the mistake is occurring, where the problem lies. One of the ways in which you can do it is actually to use the line no global variable to give you the line number. If I type in rm abc, I don't know, that's going to be the file that I'm going to remove. And if I type in let line so if you think you're having a problem with a certain command, or if you think that something is going to be problematic, line no -1 and down here type in echo rm is on the line. There we go. Anyway, why -1? Well, because line no will get the current line in which it is located, but we really want the line where rm is. And if I basically run this script, I don't have a file abc. It will say that it cannot remove the file abc, no such file or directory. Rm is on line 3, so it says rm cannot do something, and then it tells you where rm is in particular. So if you think that certain pieces of the code will be problematic, you can insert these lines. But this is just one of the things that you can do, and not always the most useful of things. Now, you can debug your script by using the option flags, so -n, -v, and -x, in combination with the sh command, but you can also set these options within the script itself. So if I, for example, type sh-n and then and then the script name first.sh, nothing happens. Well, why? Well, because this is checking for syntax error in the specified script, but it doesn't run the script itself. So it doesn't really run the script, but it does check for the syntax errors. Here, let me just see if I can reutilize this previous code. I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to have to write something of my own, but actually it will. So I can save some time there. Look, I basically can inspect the scripts for syntax errors without running the script, which can be quite useful. So without running the script at all, I can check for syntax errors, because sometimes you just can't run the script. Why? Because it was written for one purpose for a certain environment, and you are running it on a completely different machine that has none of the files or the parameters needed, or none of the files or none of the programs perhaps needed for that shell script to run, and you want to check for syntax errors. So how would you do that? Well, sh-n, and you would check it. Next up is the -v. It stands for verbose. So if I basically just do this, I can also do sh-v and then the script name, but I can also do it like this. Set -v. Right? And let's run the script again. So first, .sh, line 10, it says syntax error, unexpected, end of file. What does the, oops, this is n, sorry. My bad, I don't actually need any of this. I just want to run the script, my bad, my apologies. If I run it, you see it actually lists each and every line of code. And it gives me the syntax error message as well. So I can actually see the script that was ran, and I can see the error message on the screen. So this is the verbose mode. It echoes each command before executing it. Can be quite handy. Now, next up, which is sh-x, space -x, it pretty much echoes the output of each command. It first prints the command and then its output. So let's take a look at the example of how this works. Let me just do this. There we go. Back to the insert mode. I shall need a bit of a different example here. This was with the -v, but I would like to use -x. So a equals 3. If, I don't know, $a is greater than 0, then echo $a. And we shall type in fi to finish it. So let's go ahead and write this and type in sh-x first.sh. Excellent. So now you can have a look at this output, but let's go ahead and format it a little bit better. There we go. So just to clear the screen. Now, this particular command will echo the output of each command in the script, the one that we actually ran. There is an error on this line, and this command points to it. So you can actually see what is going on here. It's actually showing you the output. Let me just go ahead and show you. So we can see that we made a mistake by not putting a space. Have you noticed the spaces between opening bracket and the variable? And the variable basically a that we placed here. So there are no spaces here. Look, bracket, no space, no space, and close bracket. This shouldn't be as it is. And of course, this has generated an error which states that the command has not been found. Now let's go ahead and correct the mistake and see how does this actually help us out and how do the outputs differ. So, yep. Let's go ahead and do these. Write it. Okay. They seem rather different. So plus a equals 3, plus a equals 3. This part here, this part here, you see how it is different here, and you see how it is different here. This would be the wrong version of it, this would be the correct version of it. But it says first.sh line 5, command not found. And then it echoes, prints out the echo command and executes the echo command, meaning that it actually prints out the number 3. So these are the 3 options that you can use for debugging. You can either use them with set, as I've shown you with the -v, or you can use them with sh and dash straight from the terminal itself, whichever way you prefer, whichever way suits the situation more. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and bid you farewell, and I'll see you in part 2.